perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. The Chiefs at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now this defense for the Jaguars, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not everyone's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result each and every attempt.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying it defensively. And it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching that tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6. Now Lawrence. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The quick slant caught. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of it.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day-1 draft pick. This continuous effort to get there for the sack. Patterson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll swing this out to Tony. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Waste of time.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And as we check the next-gen stats, he certainly earned his yardage there as he wound up running better than 90 yards that time. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
From the 31, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Lawrence. Being chased out left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You got to get a quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of the quarterback.
I think you're right about that because when you get him starts to move fast, almost quickly, a lot of times they fall back to what they know best. He's slaying it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. In the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On first down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Lawrence looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drop route. He ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
And they'll run with ETN. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, and not any run after
it. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play fake. Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. They'll find Farrell open left side.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. Hot rock, so to speak.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Here comes the 7th play now this time. This is 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line.
Here's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on there. He could not handle it on his 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example of that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll run with ETN.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they have the ability to sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite of a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Hardman on the return.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's on. From the 27, Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense brings him to the challenge and setting him back on the side.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Now Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 118 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. It was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be the last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Kansas City, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.